Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Strawhat Sitdown crew in the building. We Corona to these other podcasts. We gon' put these people in their feelings when they hear this, and they know that they can't top this. We spit facts and we poppin' every time an episode is dropping. We see D3 in the corner, Mister, that's a real G with the green screen in the background. Got him looking like he in a real scene. We got Big Mod in the cut. Always ready with rebuttals, buddy. Bring the knowledge when we in the huddle, so you know the crew is never gonna fumble. And it's YHuss, last but not least. If you ask me, then Cali, mad at Captain, make him rally around me. Every Sunday we gon' run deep, and we can't stop until we find out about that one piece. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Cali Mac on the track. Never whack, bring it back, and we are back with Strawhat Sitdown, episode 31. Ooh. We are out here. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. We out here with the gang as usual. Got that boy D3 in the building.
What's good, y'all? We out here. We got big ass chapter.
We out here. Mr. G in the building. What's going on, buddy?
What's good, everybody? It's your boy,
Who is that on your shirt?
Get it.
Is that Luffy?
You know, yes it is.
Oh, yo, my man's not playing. Holy shit. That's fire. Got that boy Ma in the building. What's up, bro?
What's good? Buggy gang in the building.
Cross skill gang. Last but not least, of course, we got that boy YHuss. What's going on, brother?
You know it, yo. What's going on, yo?
Gang. All right, let's just get right into it. We got this fire ass chapter to go over. A lot of revelations, a lot of new stuff going on. Gonna kick it over to Mr. G so we can do the summary as usual, and then we'll get right into it. Whenever you're ready, brother.
Let's go. Okay. One Piece chapter 1056. Cross Guild. The chapter starts out well after the partying died down. Raizo and Shinobu are receiving medical help after being dried out by Green Bull's devil fruit. Kinemon berates himself, angry that he was in Curry when the fighting was happening. But the Scabbards assured him everything went fine due to Momonosuke's bravery, and asked him how Otsuro was. She suffered a nasty burn to her face but survived. And we see Raizo upset that he still doesn't have any bitches. Meanwhile, Carrot is summoned by the Mink rulers, Inuarashi and Nekomamushi, as she is informed that she will be the next ruler of the Mink's kingdom, which she is shocked to hear. She tries to fight it, saying she's not strong enough, but Dogstorm's three musketeers and Wanda reassure her that everyone has their own role to play, and that Pedro's will lives on in her the most out of anyone, and that she is fit to rule. The scene flips to Sukiyaki telling his grandchildren the truth about his identity, which brings them to tears. They tell him not to apologize, and then that having family at all means a lot to them. He assumes that the Scabbards knew, and they confirm his suspicions. However, Kinemon thinks to himself, "What a shock! It is that he was still Odin's father all along, who was still alive." Sukiyaki says that he has some things that he can shed light on, but that afterwards he would like to live anonymously among the people. In a separate room, the Straw Hats are debriefed, as Robin tells them that Pluton is in Wano. Robin asks Luffy if he wants this ancient weapon, and he quickly declines. Robin wonders why Odin would want to unleash it, but they are interrupted by Shinobu and Otama. Shinobu has returned to a younger look after recovering. Otama asks Luffy if she could join the crew if she's strong enough by the next time they meet. Watching this from the shadows, Caribou realizes a certain someone would love to hear that Pluton is in Wano. A few days later, Momo walks to the castle looking for the Straw Hats, but he can't find any of them. He finds Kinemon, and two of them realize that the pirates said goodbye to everyone but them. At the port, the Alliance prepares to set sail, charting their own separate courses. Luffy loses the draw and takes the southeast, as Law goes northeast, and Kid taking the metal route straight east. While arguing with Luffy, Kid picks up the newspaper, which reveals to everyone that Buggy has Crocodile and Mihawk Hawkeye under his command, which makes Zoro comment that Mihawk wouldn't do that. Kid continues, apparently this cross guild is issuing bounties on Marines. After this, Law drops a copy of Kaido's road poneglyph for Kid, as it would be underhanded to keep it from him considering the part the Kid Pirates role that they played in the raid. Killer states that if they want to stay ahead in the scramble, they should get serious about a certain man, who Kid refers to as the man marked by the flames or the man with the burned scar. Luffy and Robin seem perplexed as Law looks stone-faced. Kid glows to Luffy since he isn't in the know. We then pan out to the flower capital, Momo looking for Yamato, who is still there. Yamato tells them that they've made up their mind and are about to head over to Luffy. They close out the chapter by saying, "It's finally time for me to live like Odin did." End of chapter. We have break next week.
WWW.
Yep.
Fire chapter. Definitely a lot of revelations. Where do you want to start? I love how Kinderman is just always oblivious of everything that's going on, bro. That nigga literally has zero awareness, bro.
Zero.
Awareness be on -0, bro. Like how all the scabbers know but you, bro.
Alright, I will start. We'll be on some hater shit.
What's up? Talk your shit.
I'm so happy niggas can shut up about Carrot joining the crew now. Just
Yep.
get out of here, bro.
You right.
Everybody just that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad she's joining, like leading the Minx, because I think it's cool that Cat and Dog, I don't remember their names, are staying back at Wano. I think it's cool. But yeah, just get her out of here, bro.
Carrot joining the crew wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world, bro.
No, she's just been Chopper too.
Chopper, that's crazy.
She just would have been Chopper too.
First of all, the Chopper disrespect is insane. First of all,
look, Chopper's my favorite character. But I will be the first one to admit that they did that nigga dirty in time skip.
But yo, the thing is, Latson, bro, like niggas aren't done talking about Carrot, bro. Like they're saying, like niggas are saying she's not fully, she didn't accept yet fully, and that she might stow away on the ship.
Oh nah!
Like, I swear to God,
niggas are holding on to hope, bro.
That's straight up cope. I'm sorry.
Yo, the copium is insane. That's crazy. You gotta let it go at some point, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
That is straight up copium.
They sound like
straight up copium. Like it's over. It's over.
God damn, bro. Yeah, nah, she's definitely not joining. You know, since we talking about it, let's just skip to the end where we had Yamato had some very interesting wording with the way that she said that she was gonna meet Luffy. So we go there to that part of the chapter real quick. Oh my god, why am I drawing a blank on this dude's name? Momonosuke. Jesus Christ. Momonosuke is looking for the Straw Hats, can't find him. He finds Yamato. He's like, Yamato, are you here? He's like, she's on the roof, and she's like, I've made up my mind. Guess I'll go to Luffy and his crew. I'm going to live the way Kozuki Oden did. Now, the way she words this is very peculiar, and I'm sure you guys noticed it too. It's not a 100% clear confirmation that she's joining the crew or that she's plans to try and join the crew. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about it?
I think she's just there for the ride.
So you think she's still joining though? You do think that she's joining?
Joining the same way Odin joined. Like I think she'll be there for a little bit.
That's not how I took it. I took it like they're just waiting for like the last minute for Luffy's crew to be going, and then they're gonna go and like do the whole koi fish thing type of thing that Odin did to get onto Whitebeard's ship. Like try to mimic exactly what Odin went through to join the crew.
She will die, bro. She has a double fruit.
Nah, she's not. I was about to say she would definitely survive, but she definitely has a double fruit, bro. She's not making that shit.
It's true. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. Like they definitely got to do something.
Or something.
Something to that extent, you know, like to make it a big entrance to the crew.
So
I will
go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I will say like you said, Callie, the wording of that is definitely mysterious. The fact that she wasn't right away with the Straw Hats this chapter, and the fact that it didn't seem like Luffy was particularly cared if she was on the ship or not. So this, I mean, because I mean, we've seen in the past that, like, you know, back in Water 7, you know, he wasn't trying to go anywhere without Usopp, but I mean, obviously Zoro talked him into like setting sail or whatever. He, you know, Frankie, he lured Frankie back, so he remembered, like, he remembers who he wants on his crew, but he seemed like he's ready to go regardless of young. So that's why I'm a little bit. I can't tell.
I can see what you mean. Yeah, I can see what you mean because I think every single one of his crewmates he sought out.
Yeah.
He said, "I want
me,
you, nigga, you."
I will say, it seems to me though that it feels like Yamato hasn't told Luffy like once and for all, like, okay, this is it. I am this moment. I'm joining. Like, it might be this moment where she comes to the port and she's like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like, let me join your crew, right?
Yeah.
So like that could be why Luffy didn't even realize, like, or like not that realize.
I don't think he knows. Has
he
anyone had a
was
convo with Luffy about it?
Did she decide she was going to join the crew when Luffy was knocked out?
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
She told the other Strawhats, like, oh, I'm gonna ride with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
to the point that, but just to the point that like Luffy was the one that didn't want to like miss anyone. That maybe like she hasn't gone up and told him yet because Jinbei said we're gonna wait for what the captain says. So maybe she didn't even pursue it, right?
Yeah.
She's just like, I'm gonna wait till he leaves, just like to be like Odin, right? Give him no choice or whatever.
Yeah, the story type of thing too.
Yeah,
That's what Odin did. He stole the weight pretty much. So
I do think that the fact that we haven't gotten a clear confirmation or hint to her joining the crew, like every time she's joined, or the time that we think she tried to join, it hasn't been a clear she's in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a sign that it's a possible she might not make it. You know what I'm saying? I was a lot more concrete to her joining a few weeks ago before we got a lot of
there is a little bit of a hint as that, like, you guys probably saw, but the way Momo, first thing he says is Zoro, we're on team sword fighting, and then he's like, wait, where is everyone? And then he goes on to call everyone's name in the crew, and he actually goes in order of how they join. He goes Luffy, Momo.
Does he really?
Sorry, Luffy, yeah, he says Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, blah 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 blah.
Yamato,
And then he ends with
Yamato.
It says Brook, Jinbei, Yamato, and then
but
like
Yamato's the only one that answers, so that could be a hint in the other direction too.
But that was in the first part, like of when because they go back to them at the end of the panel, at the end of the chapter, and then he's like Yamato, and then in the first part he's like Jinbei, Yamato, and then there's no answer, and then he meets Kinemon.
So
I don't think there's. Oh, go ahead, man.
Real quick. So I feel like this chapter was Oda giving us, like, everyone had their speculations, right? From Carrot to Otama, Momonosuke, Yamato, and I think this is the chapter that Oda's like, this is what's happening. Momo staying, obviously.
Yeah.
Carrot, not going to be a Straw Hat, but going to be the leader of the Minx, so that's another ally. Same thing, obviously, with Momo and the Samurai, another ally. Then you have Otama, going to join next time they come around, because she's still too young. And then finally, at the end, they have Yamato, and sure, I feel like Luffy's not thinking about it now, because once Yamato shows up, he's gonna be like, "Of course you're on the team." Like, you know what I mean? Like, get your ass over here, and then and then we go from there.
Yeah, I think that's solid.
Nah, I agree. Go ahead.
Oh, I say I think that's pretty solid. Also another thing is that Yamato. So here's the thing. I don't think Luffy will set sail before at least waving bye to Momo or something like that. Or hell, Momo will like turn into a dragon and fly to Luffy or something like that.
That would be such a sick moment. That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Like, I highly doubt he's leaving Wano without saying at least bye to Momo. So in contrast, I don't think he's leaving Wano without us seeing Yamato again as well. So because I think they're all going to go together.
I think that would be a sick moment though. Like,
that makes sense.
If the crew is leaving and then Momonosuke shows up on the dragon and like Yamato jumps off his back onto the ship and she's just like, "Hey, I'm here now." Like, I think that would be cool.
Like Momo might bring them.
Bring Yamato.
He's like crying, and then Luffy's like, "You gotta stop being a crybaby."
Yeah,
you know, you're the leader of Wano now. No, but this is giving me Vivi vibes. What they did to Vivi, you know, like, and same thing with Rebecca, no?
Yeah,
right. Like they're like, you know.
Yeah, in fact, that will be my prediction. They're going to set sail, and Momo's going to fly to the ship.
I like that. I like that.
And he'll either Yamato will already be on the ship, or he'll have Yamato on his back
Yeah.
I think the moment would be cooler if he had Yamato with him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
completely agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Like this is my rep. They're going with you from now on. Like we're we're an alliance forever. Like that's type of shit. We'll see.
100%.
I need to talk about Buggy, bro.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yo,
I got a theory.
Wait, hey, YHuss, bro, I was right. I was
You
right.
were right.
Bro.
Yo,
Like,
you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? You know what's
Yeah.
crazy, bro? I think you legitimately said, I think
Yes.
Buggy will, or Shanks will work under Buggy, or some. I think you like legitimately called it.
He said Mihawk.
Legitimately called it.
Like
yeah.
legitimately called it word for word. Like that's actually insane, bro.
Like, because it's the only person. Like, if you think about it, you know Buggy's not strong enough to be a Yonko unless he got some type of hack's ass power up, and that we know that's not the case. Having a big crew is not alone is not enough to be a Yonko, because if that's the case, someone like Don Krieg will be emperor, and we know that ain't shit. Like
Right.
it's the quality of your crew members, and who will be quality enough to propel him to Yonko? It's only Mihawk. Like it's like Mihawk plus Crocodile people will be like a
Crocodile is back, bro. I'm so happy, bro.
Yeah.
Crocodile being
back,
back is
baby.
sick. Yeah, he's definitely
Sir,
sick.
Sir Crocodile.
I got a weird hot take theory, but sorry. Buggy's not the type to put out hits on like the Marines, right?
Okay.
I don't really think Mihawk or Crocodile would be the same to do that either. I feel like someone is pulling the strings, so to speak, behind Buggy. I feel like Doflamingo could also be with Buggy. Like that's just kind of my theory.
From prison?
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
definitely
yeah,
possible.
what?
Definitely possible.
Like they broke him out?
I genuinely think
Ooh.
so, because he's got the strongest warlords of the sea with him, and I don't really think either Crocodile or Mihawk are strong enough to kind of, I mean, not strong enough, but smart enough to kind of do the like the hits and stuff in the way that they've been doing.
I don't think
Okay,
Smart's
but-
right. I don't think Smart's
One thing,
right.
one thing I want to point
First
out
of all-
though is that like the
So-
Marines.
Crocodile's with Buggy, and Doflamingo and Crocodile were trying to have an alliance in the war, so like
Yeah.
they already have a little bit of something going there. Like I could just be pulling the strings, I could be, but it's
But
just,
the thing is, bro, is that I would say like, yeah, I would agree that just putting out the fucking hits on Marines, which by the way is one of my favorite developments in One Piece. That shit is
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
is
It's
just
awesome.
crazy.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
that shit
That
fire.
is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
He needs to. By the way, not to cut you off, but
No, no, bro.
Oda needs to show us the bounties of the.
Yeah, it looks like
three.
it was like a star system. I think, like kind of like Doflamingo. By the way, that kind of gives credence to what D3 was saying, is that the star system is kind of what was shown on those bounty images. But
Yeah.
what I think is that the reason I think they have like a lot of reason to like fire back is because like they were just like they just attempted to capture them, right? Like they literally ran up on Buggy, they ran up on Mihawk. So it's like, you know what? Luffy just took down. Like the world is changing. Like the emperors are taking down. The revolutionaries are declaring war on the world government. Fuck it. Why don't we attack the Marines too? You know what I'm saying? Like why don't we get our get back? You know what I mean?
Hey,
that's true.
First, what you said, D3, he got the strongest warlords. I could see that. So do we think that like, what about? I mean, I know there was something that happened between Hancock and
Hancock would side with
Kobe,
anybody
oh.
but Luffy. Hancock would not side with anybody but Luffy.
Peru, but maybe it could be like some type of alliance. Say, I don't think she would like work under Buggy, but like some type of alliance thing, because like let's say like all it takes is a mention of Luffy in some regard,
Yeah.
and she will have an agenda. Like, and so she could work with people if it means
I just don't see it. I get what you're saying, but I also feel like she'd be just die hard. Like even the chance that she'd have to go up against Luffy, in like any regard, she wouldn't want to be on someone's crew just for that risk.
Bro,
yeah.
Why are we acting like Hancock not an impel down right now, bro? She got bagged, bro.
Hey,
Someone has to lose, bro.
Hey,
Someone has to
chill.
lose, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Chill.
One of them had to lose.
Or
I'll say that.
or they could both fanboy over Luffy and they align.
Are you
And then
talking
he
about?
let her
Who are you
go.
talking about? Kobe?
Kobe
Kobe
and
and
Hancock.
Hancock.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I could definitely see that. I actually think that that's a real possibility, considering how strong both of them feel about Luffy. I
Okay.
think that's a legit possibility.
I agree with that. I'm not saying it's not a possibility, but I feel like it's a bit early for Kobe to be directly going against Marine orders.
And wasn't Fujitora going after Hancock as well?
I don't think they said nothing like that.
No,
okay,
it was
I was
just
just
Kobe.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
but it was
okay,
literally just Kobe,
okay.
and like I feel like it's a bit early for him. Like not even just his like status or strength, but like in terms of the developments of the Marines and his character towards them. Like if he's like, cause yo, what would that mean aligning with Hancock, bro? Like she lost her status as Shichibukai. Like
Wait,
if we look at the logistics of it, what does that even mean for Kobe? He wouldn't he have to go against the Marines somehow?
So what if it's the other way around? What if she goes under shield or sword or whatever?
You think? Okay, I don't think that's entirely out of the realm of possibility because
Yeah,
she does
agree.
want to try to protect Amazon Lily as much as she can.
Yeah.
And,
But what
and
kind-
working under sword,
yeah,
she
but
wouldn't
I
even
think-
necessarily be a Marine. She could be whatever she wants to be and still be reporting undercover to them. So
But how
And they-
how would the Marines spin that though? You know what I'm saying? I think your idea has a lot of water, but do they have the authority like that? You know what I'm saying? They just pick up a warlord that who's now like the point is to go against these niggas, right?
yeah,
And you got hold up, there's something else I just remembered that like I feel like solidifies like there's something more than like Hancock being captured, because remember before I don't remember what chapter it was, but you know when they announced that the warlords were abolished, the warlord system was abolished, and Marines scattered to like every location that a warlord was. Boa said, "Oh, it's okay. The Marines will learn today what it means to mess with a warlord," and all the warlords were gearing up. And notice Buggy, you know, obviously Buggy is highlighted this chapter to have two of some of the like. Actually, who's even a weaker warlord? Like Moria? Like whatever. But the point is,
and he's
but-
with Blackbeard, so you know.
Yeah. But the point is that like the warlords are making moves. All of them are making moves to show that even though Yonko is always a conversation of Yonkos and admirals, the warlords like, hey, don't count us out. Don't count us the fuck out. Like we are a force to be reckoned with.
Yep.
So Buggy might have like all the warlords legit on his crew by the end of things, or
That would be
like.
sick.
that'd be
Or
crazy.
like I don't know, it'd be
Yeah,
like
I'd
Team
agree with that.
Warlord
I'd
for
agree
real,
with
for
that.
real.
But I just think like to show the power of the new special science group that Vegapunk like outfitted just to replace the warlords, I feel like someone has to lose. That's all. Like it would be the way to show how strong either Kobe or the special science group is, or whatever that weapon
And-
shit is.
Even if Boa's captured, that gives Luffy a reason to have to
Yep,
go initiate
that's
with
free
the,
smoke.
with the Marines to begin with.
That is
So
true.
like, I could see where you're coming from.
I could also see like they're just the Amazon Lily is just like on their way because like you were saying there's a possibility that Kobe and Boa could have fanboyed over Luffy real quick, and then they just like he let them go or something like that. I don't know. Like I don't see Boa being like if she was involved with Buggy, she would be on that picture right now.
I completely agree with you. I
You're
completely agree.
right. You're right.
She would definitely be on the picture right now.
And actually,
She
you
might
just
not be-
reminded me of something. Is that when like what Callie said about or what you guys were saying about the fanboy, like the alliance between Kobe and Hancock, in some sense, at least this relationship that is like, okay, you know what, you're not so bad after all. It doesn't have to be something like dumb. Oh, I'm working with Hoa. It could just be like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna act like I lost you, or like I'm gonna act like I'm gonna let you go, like I'll let you go by accident. You know, it could be something as simple as that, honestly. So I'm not gonna act like he has to harass. Well,
And
I'm
I
not gonna say
think I think that she's not like a part of the crew of Buggy or whatever, but Buggy could have possibly like I don't know, the warlords could keep in contact with each other in some way, shape, or form, and like maybe Buggy hit her up through transponder snail like, hey Boa, I mean you want to be under my protection. She probably turned it down or whatever, but like I think that like the warlords themselves are making moves. I don't think
Definitely.
I don't think that Boa will be the one to get captured, in my opinion, because like I don't think that her getting captured progresses the story much, because she already was captured and she, you know, was a slave to the Celestial Dragon. To the Celestial Dragons. That could happen again. Don't get me wrong. I'm not discounting the possibility, but I just don't think it does anything outside of promoting if Kobe was the one to fight her and promote that Kobe has gotten stronger or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason. And sure, Luffy would like obviously help her, but I don't know. I mean, if what Oda's talking about is true, that the story's ending in 3 years or whatever, however he plans to end it, That would be if that happens, that's an extra 2 years. Like that's an extra 2 years. Like that's an extra 2 years.
He said 3 to 5. He wants to end it in 3, but it's most likely looking 5. But you know that. But like you said, like it could always add more.
So yeah, this Buggy shit is crazy. Oh, what were you saying? To go right ahead, bro.
I feel like with the whole Buggy thing, I think it's completely possible. Like, because we all saw the Marines are going to attack all the warlords, right? I just feel like each warlord took down their proper, like, the Marine that was going after them, and then they were just like, who's the mastermind? And Buggy's like, the people are like, of course it's Buggy. Buggy's there talking to Mihawk, talking to Crocodile, like, not even like talking, he's probably just like bugging out, and he's just like, what's going on? You know how he always is, like, he doesn't know what's going on. And the next thing you know, everyone's just saying, you see Buggy's there with fucking Mihawk and Crocodile, he's talking to them, yo, he's telling them what to do, oh my god. And then the next thing you know, fucking the word spreads out, and then that's how the Cross Guild was formed. Because I feel like because just how Zoro reacted, like, Mihawk wouldn't do that. I feel like Mihawk is probably like, fuck, they're tying me with this motherfucker. Like, he's like, I had nothing to do with this shit, you know what I mean? So
I don't think Mihawk cares. He's the guy that, like, he'll chill along for the ride if it's entertaining enough. Because I mean, you saw he was smiling when
he's chopping bits, bro.
The first time we met Mihawk, he was chasing a crew through the Grand Line to the East Blue because he was bored. Because it was fun or whatever the fuck it was. Like, he just does whatever, bro.
Yeah, Mihawk is a savage. Like, people think that, like, you know, like Mihawk he's just a savage, bro. Like, he'll chase you to the end. Because if he's bored, he don't have that many people to fight or whatever, or to offer him a challenge or whatever. He's just chilling, and he had a smirk when when the Navy came by. He was like, you know, it's been a while since I was chased. Let's get it. Like, I like Mihawk. Like, oh my gosh.
I agree. It's also possible that, like, Buggy's crew's getting attacked, right? And he's having a hard time with whatever Marines with him. And here just comes Mihawk just passing by, takes him out, and then, you know, that's when this word spreads, like, oh my god, Mihawk saved Buggy, or Buggy told Mihawk to attack him, and then now Buggy's fucking Yonko. Because there's no way.
That's not funny.
There's no way fucking Mihawk or Crocodile are working with fucking Buggy. No way.
Wait. So you don't believe that this picture is accurate whatsoever?
No,
not saying like, okay, so the picture could be accurate, but the details surrounding that is probably way more misleading than what that picture indicates, right?
That's like how God Usopp, Usopp got to God Usopp type of shit. That's the same shit that always happens with fucking Buggy, you know? Like, you know, how did he become Warlord? Just by being a fucking Marine Corps. He didn't even do shit. It's because all his followers were like, oh my god, you see Buggy with fucking white beard and shit like that. Like, that's how Buggy's always fucking propelled himself.
Well, the reason why... I was going to say the reason why Buggy became a warlord is because the Marines looked into Buggy's background. They were like, "Oh, you want to go Roger shit?"
It's all word of mouth.
He's the brother of Shanks. He has to be strong. He just has to be. So not knowing the truth.
Little do they know, yeah.
That's what I think. So, man, it's just crazy though. Like, yo, Zoro's definitely gonna make fun of Hawkeye for working on the fucking Buggy, bro. Even Luffy's he's like, yo, this guy's an idiot. This guy's a moron, yo. Like,
that
what
shit
the
was
fuck?
funny.
You know, so and Luffy's normally known as the idiot out of like fucking, you know, what people know as Luffy. Like, so it's crazy.
The strong guys never actually acknowledge Buggy. It's like random citizens or hearsay and stuff. Literally, Buggy is the true definition of mythos, of the mythos of like a supposed larger than life, but is actually nowhere near as large as the life that is being portrayed to them. But you know what's funny? I said this when I read the chapter. You notice this is the first time where a Yonko, this is the first time where someone is high tier at like Yonko, in the Yonko category or whatever, is weaker than their crewmates or people under them. Like, I think it's, or actually, is there anyone in One Piece where the captain is weaker than like their crew or whatever?
Just Buggy.
I mean, generally speaking, that's not how it works in any. Typically, the leader would be the strongest in any group. So you know,
I don't know. Some circles say that Zoro's stronger than Luffy, which is crazy.
Oh,
But
brother.
Man, I don't want. Man,
That's worse than Carrot's still on the shots.
That's some Zoro kills Kaido people, bro.
Not the ZKK.
Yeah, no, that
Never
is
dies.
actually insanity, man.
Now, one thing I do want to talk about, if we're moving over to something else real quick, what do you guys think when Killer and Kid were talking about the man with the mark by fire? Y'all think that's a returning character or a new character?
Probably a new character.
I think it's a new character. I've seen some theories. I've seen Sabo is the most popular one.
yeah,
I think that's too easy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I agree.
And then the second one I heard is Aokiji.
Okay.
But other than those two, I don't think I heard much else. I think I just think it's a new character. But you know what? It might not be because people pointed out it has to be Sabo because they paneled it from
before,
they paneled it to Robin and she was like looking like dead silent, but at the same time, like why panel it to Robin like she would know, right?
Yeah.
So
she was the revolutionary.
Honestly, I think in this picture, like when they're showing the reactions of Luffy, Law, and Robin, Robin is more so like, huh? What are you talking about? I think Law is the face that makes me think it's Luffy's brother, but I don't think it's Luffy. I don't think it's Sabo. But Law is the one who, after Luffy's like, what are you talking about? Law is just sitting there like some shit, like he's literally just stone faced. You know what I'm saying? So that to me that looks bad, but Robin to me is not what points me in that direction.
Like I had that same thought at first, but I just feel like if anybody because it's obviously gonna be an important character, probably a character that the gang is gonna meet at some point, since he's connected to the last money glyph. I feel like if anybody on Luffy's crew would know about whatever this man is, it would probably be Robin. So that just makes me feel like I can see why you would think that. I just feel like if anything, it's like maybe she remembers something about it, or like it piqued her interest, or more like than confusion. But it could very well be possible either way.
I think it could honestly just be as simple as like due to their like just their how they've gone through the Grand Line. Law and Kid might just know something Luffy and crew don't. Luffy and crew have had a very unique path through the Grand Line, right?
Yeah.
Remember, just on Zoe was actually like a cheat sheet. You're supposed to get to Lodestar Island at the very end before you even know about the real poneglyphs, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of things about like Law and Kid might just know something Robin and like it's not in the newspapers, some shit like that. Like it really could just be something like that.
Yeah.
But I have no idea who the fuck it is. But I do think it's someone new. I don't think it's Sabo or Aokiji.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
A man marked by flames. That's
and in their visual, it's man with the burn scar.
Yeah, with the burn scar. Which we know.
Well, then I mean,
only three people come to my mind, and that's Aokiji, Sabo, or King. And like, I don't think any of those three.
Yeah, like I think it's someone we don't know. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And another thing that makes me think about that is like that no leads shit. Is that like, if it was someone we know, then like if it was like Sabo, then boom, you have a lead already. They were just in,
right.
The Mario Draw. You know where the Revolution is a fucking calling card, bro. They have a business card. You can go get that shit, right? It's like, or like if you know the Black Bay Pirates, like you know where Hashino's like the Pirate Hive, Beehive is, right? Like so.
And knowing Kid, he might be more involved with like underworld dealings than like obviously someone like Luffy is. So he could like that's how Sabo figured out like that's how the revolutionaries got into like trying to stop Doflamingo's what was it, gun smuggling or
the weapon,
the weapon. Yeah. So if Kid is involved with that scene or knows about that scene, he could have leads or whatever. But yeah, like you said, YHuss, like it doesn't seem like it feels like it's a completely new character. And one thing in my mind that had me thinking I might like, it's a wild guess. I could be completely wrong. I'm okay with being wrong with this one, but my gut is telling me Vegapunk. Like I feel like this could be like
that is a random guess. I ain't gonna lie.
It is a completely random guess, but the only reason why is because we have to get Vegapunk at some point. Yeah. And if like I said, if it's mind-boggling because Oda's like track of like how his roadmap to the end of One Piece is making me feel like okay, certain things are going to come up now, and Vegapunk that has to come up at some point. He said he has no leads. We know nothing about Vegapunk, like literally nothing facially or like body wise, absolutely zilch.
Yeah.
So, no leads remind me of like, thinking of someone like Vegapunk where you know nothing about him. So that's where my mind went. Like I said, it could be completely wrong. I'm okay with it being wrong, but that's where my gut was like hitting. But
and if it was someone like Sabo or Aokiji, they would have just said it.
Yeah. I don't know. I
don't know why, because they might be.
I think from PG, no. I think they'd make like a big thing for him to be back.
I just feel like the name is too like widespread. You know what I'm saying?
To be acting like that.
Yeah, like it's like the man with the first card. Nigga, just say Aokiji. Like just say like you know what I mean? Like I also think that if they, like okay, it seems to me like they're not gonna talk about it to Luffy, but I also feel like the way Law and not really. But what I was going to say was that Law gave Kid the rope poneglyph. That but then again, that's because Kid helped them beat Kaido, and it was Kaido's rope poneglyph. So I was gonna say Kid and Law probably would hide it from Luffy, but then again, that's not the case. This is information that they came across somehow that Luffy didn't. So maybe they won't give it to him. Maybe they won't tell him what it is.
Question for you: Does Luffy know that Sabo assassinated Vivi's father? Because I feel like that might be it. I know it's simple, but like Luffy, maybe that's why they haven't told him, because they know it's Sabo.
Oh, you know what? Because you know what, you hidden. Because here's the thing, like maybe Law is looking like that. Wait, does Law know about like?
Yes, because he was at Dressrosa. That's where they met.
Yeah, but does he know about like the connection between like Luffy and them and Vivi and
Well, he might not know that, but I feel like knowing the fact that Luffy's brother assassinated someone would affect Luffy, so that's why he's kind of like withholding it, like to himself, like.
And that's why they show Robin with it. But see, the thing is, Robin keeps up with the news, so why didn't she look?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like
she probably doesn't believe it, though. That's why. And she's,
but still, like just telling Luffy that, bro, the Marines think your brother killed Cobra, or like, and also updating him that they had a fight, right? Yeah. Like to me, that's been one of my questions the whole time, is that like, where is the discussion that Luffy's gonna have with people like about this news? Like
but the thing that Luffy doesn't have that discussion. It's that like he hasn't asked Robin about the Revolutionary Army. Like she knows that if he's gonna ask her anything, he'll go to her, and he hasn't yet. But he hasn't yet. That's Luffy though.
But wait, the thing is that it comes into the point where it's like the person Robin is was reading the fucking news, and she's like, "Wait, Sabo, bro, Luffy, you know about this, or like you know why he?"
Eyes, bro. Yeah, I'm about to say Luffy never asked for the news.
She's like, I don't believe it.
That's why it makes me think it's not Sabo, right? Like, cause like this shit is gonna be in the news. That's how everyone found out. That's how
I think she just thinks it's propaganda. She's like, I don't believe it, so that's why I didn't tell Luffy. Like,
Luffy never looked. The thing is, Luffy never looks at the news. Someone always tells him what's going on. So, like to YHuss's point, like Amazon Lily, when Luffy was there, like you got to remember, everybody was talking about the upcoming war at Marineford when Ace was captured and all that other stuff, and scared of Whitebeard. Luffy was clueless for arcs until Amazon Lily, and that was when what's her face, the elder. She told Luffy. Like he didn't even like find out himself by reading. She told him because she was like, this is crazy. Ace is about to get executed." And Luffy was like, "What? Ace like did it like So like Luffy's always received information last, or someone has told Luffy or whatever about the state of the world. Luffy never seeks that out himself. So to YHuss's point. He's saying that if Robin, of all people, who most likely read the news before anybody else, is sitting here with question marks, looking puzzled as to who they're talking about.
I don't think she's puzzled, bro. Looking at her people right now,
there's a question mark.
She's questioning agreed. But like, just her face though is like deadpan. Like, I feel like she doesn't felt like it was necessary to tell him because she doesn't believe it. Like, because she knows Sabo, and she knows, Luffy's connected to them. I don't know. I just feel like
I think Oda is intentionally making it like ambiguous what she means there. I think that's definitely Oda being ambiguous, like with her expression. I agree with you. At least that's how she looks. Like she's not. I won't say definitively she has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's
But,
definitely
like,
ambiguous.
How
Yeah.
does she not know who, like what happened to Sabo? Blah blah.
I can see it either way. If it's Sabo, I'm cool with it being Sabo. There's, like I said, I think it's either Sabo,
Easy,
Aokiji,
like you guys said, it
or
is easy. Yeah.
yeah, Sabo, Aokiji, or some type of new character.
But
or,
the question then becomes, what the fuck do they have to do with finding the last poneglyph?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
yeah, I'm about to say, if it was Sabo, what does he have to do with that?
Oh,
Aokiji I can maybe see, but not Sabo.
Wait.
You think Dragon could have a poneglyph?
No, so oh my god, fuck. You know what's crazy, bro? I just got added to another One Piece chat, and we were just talking about this shit, and they brought up some crazy shit that I did not even know. It was in one of
Kelly cheated on us.
No, yeah, I gotta hold that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro, listen.
I was thinking it. I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh, I'm gonna say it.
That's mad funny. Now, we were having a discussion about that, and somebody brought up that in the Road to Laughdale, that Oda apparently dropped one of the three islands that the last poneglyph might be on, or something like that.
Yes. Okay. I can fill you in if you want me to like say the actual definition.
Kyle, you can go back to episode 28 because we spoke about that already.
What do you mean?
Because
it was in the Road to Last. We talked about that podcast that I missed, right? We talked about.
we did.
Yes,
Okay,
so basically to refresh.
go on. All right, go on.
Yeah, to refresh is that there's three locations that, and I don't think they said it's one of these three for sure, but they said, oh, these are three likely locations, and it was Beehive, it was Elbath, and it was this island called Vera.
Yeah.
And apparently this is more information that I heard my buddy was telling me, and the wiki is really unclear on. This island Vera, apparently it's saying that it might be the revolutionary base right now. Like it might be a town cleared out by the revolutionaries, or like there's some sort of like the revolutionary army has something to do with that town. That's what people are saying about that island, right? But it's only in like, one line in the data book, and it's so unclear on the wiki, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, those are three of the islands I talked about in the road last night that might have the poneglyph.
Right.
It's not saying it's not one of those.
Right. So if it's Vera, then Sabo would possibly have a connection to the poneglyph being the chief commander of the Revolutionary Army.
Yeah.
That's like the only way I could link that as a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that maybe.
Or
But
I
if
mean,
it's Aokiji, then like, what connection would he have?
Do
you think
It would be the same thing, but with
Do you
Blackbeard
think
and
the
Dragon.
Navy
Right?
could have a poneglyph?
That would be crazy.
Do you think the Navy could have one of the last poneglyph? Because it makes sense.
the Gorosei,
Like, there's no way that the Navy doesn't know that the poneglyphs exist, and for them to have at least one kind of guarantee is anybody that wants the One Piece would have to get through the Navy first.
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, they do have that hat, that big ass straw hat, right? Like,
Nah, I don't think.
I don't
so.
think the Navy has it.
I don't
Yeah,
think they got it
the Navy
because
has it.
the problem, the thing is that like Sengoku wouldn't be sweating if when Whitebeard made that decree statement that whoever finds the One Piece is gonna the world's gonna flip upside down or whatever. He wouldn't have been sweating if they had a poneglyph, because I mean they would have to go through them, and I'm pretty sure he was like the only person that Sengoku was willing to take so much precaution against, whether it was deserved or not, was Whitebeard, even at his age or his sickliness or whatever. So I mean, if I was Sengoku and I took down Whitebeard and I had a poneglyph, I don't care what pirate comes down my doorstep. They get fucked up. So so I don't think the Marines got a poneglyph. Plus, on top of that, they know about them, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, they tried to destroy them, but they couldn't destroy them. So they just prohibit people from looking into them, and that's like a crime punishable by death or whatever, or something.
And the Marines are then the world government specifically. Like for an example, the Nika no Mi, they for 800 years they tried to take it. They tried to like find it and like secure it, right, so no one can get it. But the road poneglyph of the last one was on Fishman Island, like 38 years ago, right, when the Odin flashback.
Yeah,
so like
Roger failed,
I feel like they would have been trying to get that one like well before before 38 years ago, because it did disappear between then and now. Maybe they did take it or someone else took it, but like I feel like 800 years that shit was in the Fishman Island. Like, how did they not take it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
They were going after them.
Yeah,
could be Shanks. We don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe, but like I just don't think the Marines got it. I think that like, you know, they scrambling to prevent it. And then on top of that, we got to remember Gold Roger got or you know, at least we don't know if he actually got technically the One Piece because we don't know what it is, but we do know that like, you know, Roger is the one that, you know, started the whole One Piece journey, that blah 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 blah. And he was announced King of the Pirates when he, you know, obtained the One Piece, or he, you know, went to Laugh Tale. And the thing is that like I don't think he had to go through the Marines to get that poneglyph either. So, I mean, it's possible.
He didn't because they told you where he got his for.
Yeah, but it is. I will say though, it is possible that within those 22 years of Gold Roger being dead, the Marines could have got a poneglyph. I consider that a possibility.
Yeah, like,
but I still don't.
Do you see the Marines going to Fishman Island? I don't think
the what's it called? When Luffy, well, in the flashback with the Neptune in them, the reason that all that shit happened was that there was that guy Mjolnir, Don Quixote, the Such Dragon was there, so we know that it's like a marine sanctioned area. You know what I mean? Like, if they're cool with traveling down at least Such Dragons travel down there, right?
Yeah.
So they're cool with going in and out.
Wasn't Whitebeard protecting Fishman Island?
Yeah, but
before,
yeah.
right before he died?
The Marines ain't. Yeah, it's over.
They're not stupid.
I don't. Yeah, now that definitely makes me think the Marines don't got it. They don't got it.
All right. Y'all ready? I need you to put your tinfoil hats on real quick. I got y'all.
All right.
I got y'all. Y'all ready?
All right.
We know of a character with a burn scar. He's in fact a certain Straw Hat. Monkey D. Luffy.
I'll be down, bro.
Monkey D. Luffy is the man with the burn scar. And because he has awakened his Nika Nika no Mi, he has the ability to unlock the final poneglyph. By unlocking the power of friendship with his crew, the burn scar will glow and reveal the last poneglyph. Boom. On the way to Laugh Tale. We out
We're
here.
watching One Piece, not Fairy Tail. I'm sorry.
You got it, bro.
Yeah.
S tier theory.
Let's go.
We holding you back, Callie. We holding you back. You got to make your own theory channel, bro.
Damn.
Yo.
I mean, this is shonen.
It sounds like some fairy tale shit. I'm
That
not
was
gonna lie.
definitely some fairy tale shit. I can't front.
That was
crazy.
That was crazy.
I told you
did not
you needed the
expect
tinfoil
that.
hat for that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, you was thinking about it. You was thinking about it as you was trying to say it. You're like, and when he gets it, you know, he might
I'm fucking crying.
Yo,
Actually,
I have a question. I have a question for you, actually. So we saw a character, right, that we haven't seen in a while with Caribou. Can he store a poneglyph?
Yeah,
Why
there's
not?
no reason. There's a reason he can't. He can store like an unlimited amount of shit. The nigga had like 50 barrels in him when he was in Fishman Island. Like,
Well, I know, because I know the poneglyph's density, isn't it made by with sea prism, or am I bugging, or am I wrong?
no, it's not made with Sea Prism.
No, it's,
Okay,
it's
okay.
not. Yeah, it's not. But I'm pretty
Okay.
sure the material is extremely heavy.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I don't think Caribou is capable of doing it.
I mean, but
that's fine.
I don't know.
I mean,
Like,
he
I
might
mean,
be, but
crazy.
I don't know.
I just find it funny because when we first find out about like we get a poneglyph with, like, not one of the first times, but early was Fishman Island, right? He was there, you know, and now here we go again with fucking Wano, and also not just that, but he was there when we found out about Poseidon, right?
Yeah.
So now we
Making a
come
great
back
point
to,
right now.
now we come back to Wano. This dude's back up again, and he's like, "Oh, now I know where Pluton is and a poneglyph." I feel like it's either he's storing a poneglyph or he's storing one of the fucking, or he can store one of the ancient weapons. Like, and
Okay,
that's
but
where we go.
who's he with then?
Yeah, that's
Oh, you know
that's
who
the
he
real
was.
question is
You know
who's he
who he
working
was.
for?
He was
I said,
that Blackbeard, bro.
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
I said this. I
You
was
see how
like,
creepy
bro,
that motherfucker look? Yo, he's definitely
Bro.
Blackbeard, bro.
Bro, I
Yo,
mean,
man.
okay, so, like, you know,
Oh, man.
remember Blackbeard figured out, like, you know, he knew what was going on in Wano during the time that Luffy and crew with the Alliance, with the raid and stuff, that, you know, Luffy was going against Blackbeard and Kid was there and everybody, like, all the supernovas were moving, and he knew all of that. And the only way he would know that is if he had an informant. And the only informant, like, you know, Caribou, he was gone for a lot of that. The only thing he did was like feed Luffy when he lost to Kaido, like the third time or whatever.
Swap meet.
And you know, I think Caribou is definitely working with Blackbeard, or he's under Blackbeard. He might be a double agent.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Y'all keep going.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
All right, fine. He might be a double agent of some kind. I don't know when this happened because we saw Caribou's cover story. He went through the ringer between the revolutionary armies, and then, you know, ran into Kaido and then all that. But he was in prison, so he wasn't technically even working for Kaido. He was just, you know, working against his will under for Kaido. But he could be willingly work with Blackbeard, because that's the only other person I would know. I would love to know about Poseidon, Pluton, and Uranus, and any other things like that.
How many ancient weapons are there? 3?
Yeah.
3? Okay.
Yeah, I don't really see it being anyone else. I heard someone say like the YouTuber I was watching today said the only people he could think of were Blackbeard and then Emu, and I'm like, okay, that last one not happening. So it's definitely Blackbeard. Like, who the fuck? Like, cause well, I guess a lot of people would want the ancient weapons, but I can only see Blackbeard like really.
Working for Buggy.
He working for Buggy. I can see, you know what? I can potentially see that too. But you know, because I mean, Caribou, I mean, I don't know if he's still gullible, but he was pretty gullible when he, you know, thought that, you know, he was working under Luffy and stuff like that. It could potentially be Buggy, but I still think it's Blackbeard.
That makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, I really could not see it being anyone else. Can we talk about Can we talk about how the absolute, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Neglect of the Straw Hat Pirates to be talking about Pluton in an unsecured area? I just think that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I know they're a Yonko crew and they have a lot of security and but like, bro, you don't know who people are, bro.
It doesn't surprise me because they've been kind of careless sometimes, so like that kind of thing doesn't surprise me. But at the same time, I get what you're saying, because like,
yeah, like
anybody could be anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
especially in a world like One Piece, like niggas are invisible or people can hide and shit. Like,
okay, but here's the thing though. I know we care. I know the narrative wants us to care, and like everyone in the story care. But you gotta ask yourself: do the Straw Hats actually care?
That's the point. Like, right? Like a lot of people saying, like my buddy was telling me, he's like, "Bro, the Yonko crew," and it's like, yeah, like I get that, but come on, 800-year fucking secret, bro, and y'all just like chatting.
Luffy has never cared about the significance, at least, of the ancient weapons. The only person on that crew, oh no, I take that back. There's 2 people on that crew that has major significant tie-ins with the ancient weapon, and that's Robin and Frankie. Frankie was the one that reacted the most to the ancient weapon being there. Yeah. So maybe you could make an argument that the people that care about it the most maybe have been kind of have some form of negligence when it comes to talking about it. But at the same time, this is the Straw Hat crew. You know, Robin was like, do you care about Pluton? He's like, nope. And she was like, yeah.
That man did not give a single
it's just like he don't care. Like. Yeah. So like the thing is that like we care,
Mm-hmm.
The world like surrounding the Straw Hats care, but the Straw Hats themselves, they don't give a fuck. Like it's just like how like when Kaido and Big Mom announced we're going after the ancient weapons and stuff, like who was that in front of? Jinbei, Robin, and who was the other crew member that was like right there? I forgot. Wasn't there another crew member, or was it just them two?
Maybe Sanji or some shit. I don't know.
Somebody else was there, but
it was. Yeah, someone was there, but I don't remember who. But okay, but the point is that like, whenever those type of things happen, where the ancient weapons are brought up, I think the only other time that it was like brought up prevalently was when Frankie was like, Robin was captured and Frankie they were on a tower. And Luffy had and crew had that stare down with CP9. That was the only other time. And then like back in Water 7. So Luffy has never really cared about Pluton, so the negligence with talking about it, I don't think it matters for them in the long haul, because in the long haul, they're not focused on the ancient weapons anyway. Yeah. I think more or less Robin, she cares about just learning the history, but it feels like everyone around that don't know the history or whatever, or has ulterior motives, they care about the weapons and stuff. But if you don't care about like who gets the weapon or whatever, then you might just talk about it. I mean, you might not care because like Luffy's kind of neutral about things, like, you know, like he works with people that do despicable things. Like, I mean, technically Kid kills civilians that mock him, and you know, he's worked with Crocodile. He'll work with despicable people because Luffy's usually a neutral or neutral good or whatever.
Yeah. Not that he even gives a fuck. I just thought they'd be like a little bit more careful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's one of those small things. Yeah, it's one of those small things that I know Oda doesn't give a fuck about. And honestly, it's more of like they had to do this so that Caribou would know and so someone important would know. Like, I get
right, exactly, yeah. Like they don't.
I just find it funny. Like,
yeah. I mean, like if you want to make the argument that they might have some type of moral obligation to be more responsible when they're talking about it, I would agree if they hold themselves to that standard, but they don't. Like, they don't care about talking about the ancient way because they don't care about it anyway. The only people, like I said, care is Robin and maybe Frankie, because like Robin, she cares about like information and learning about things. So maybe you can argue, because she clearly misdirected Crocodile on purpose and stuff. So she clearly feels some type of moral obligation. So maybe you could argue she should be more careful herself, but but other than her, I don't think the Straw Hats have an obligation because they just don't care in the first place.
I just remember in Fish on Island when like they're talking about Shiroshi or whatever. Well, it might have been two different scenes. It might have been Robin and Ned talking about Shiroshi, and then like Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji were like, "You guys sense a wild animal in the palace right now." That to me was like the moment I was like, okay, so clearly they're like obviously always aware, and the Green Bull thing, they're always aware of what's the surroundings, who's around, blah blah blah. But that's why I was like, shouldn't they have sensed this guy, you know, like lurking the whole time? But
I mean, which I guess they did, but like, you know, they only care about stopping like immediate threats, long-term threats, which is like the ancient weapons, because that's long game. They're not like, they don't care about that. Robin cares about long game threats like that. That's why she asked to speak to Neptune in private. When they stepped out while he was drunk or whatever to talk about it. So yeah, I could argue maybe Robin was a little bit negligent when she talked to them, but that's about it. Like,
yeah, honestly. I can't really imagine them caring that much, which is, you know, why they talked about it. Like you said, it's literally what they're doing. Any idea? I think I heard some ideas about where the islands these guys might be going to. Actually, let me just find the fucking tweet. It was somebody saying like, oh, there was a map about like which island they're going to, and I think Elbaf, Sphinx Island, the one that Marco was on, and it was some other, maybe Beehive. Oh, let me find the tweet. Okay, Callie, I'm gonna send it to the.
So it's a map. Somebody's like mapped out the Grand Line.
There's a map about the Grand Line and what's after Wano, and then so they're talking about in this chapter what islands they're going to, right?
Yeah.
So you just look at the tweet and it will all make sense. Just put it on the stream.
Gotcha. Saying Luffy is going to southeast. That would be Pirate Island, Blackbeard. How do niggas know this shit? What the fuck?
Basically, if you just look at the same the tweet or the map in the other part of the tweet that Oda released. So you see Wano, and pay the Wano at the top right, or like the middle section. That's Wano. It says it's Wano country in French.
Pays the Wano,
or maybe it's in Spanish. I'm not sure. And so basically, you have to flip the orientation, because the maps are actually opposite in Wano. And in the chapter, we're looking at Wano, and then it goes up. In this map, that in the data book or whatever, Wano is here and we're looking downwards. So if you flip the direction, southeast would be
Sphinx.
Roosh, yeah, or that's more like southwest actually. If you look at there's a what's the one for a compass in the bottom right? So southeast would be Ilha de Pirata, which is obviously Pirate Island, right?
Pirate Island, yeah.
And that's why the whatchamacallit was going crazy, right? Because that's where like the next dangerous island, because that's where Blackbeard of them is, or whatever.
So
yeah.
fuck
So like there's a few maps that show like there's another island that might Luffy might go to Sphinx Island. Some people said, oh, that's actually Sphinx Island. If you look at that direction, blah blah blah. But so so those are actually the next few islands. Sphinx Island is in that direction, Elbap's in that direction, and Pirate Island Beehive is in that direction.
My question is, how do people know this?
This map shows the direction that.
No, but where's this map from?
This map is in like a data book or something like Oda
it's
gave
an
this map out
official.
recently.
It's an official map. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see Lone Star at the right hand of this map, which is also that means obviously that's the end of the Grand Line.
Yeah.
So in that direction is these islands. So we have some idea. It could be like so based on this guy's appraisal, he said, "Oh, okay, clearly it's going to Beehive Island." I've seen people say otherwise. I've seen people say Law's going to Elbap, Law's going to Beehive. Like this basically, people can't tell. Like there's this map and there's another map somewhere. That's a bit more detailed. So yeah, these are the next locations, guys. Which one do you think is the most likely?
I feel like.
Wait. Actually, can we take a moment to just to talk about this, because the community was talking about this, or at least I've seen a bunch of memes about it. Can we take a moment and acknowledge the fact that Law will no longer be with us for like that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Law's been with the Straw Hats for a long time, and to think that they're going separate ways now, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, actually, the more you think about it, it's been all the time skip except for Fishman Island. It's been
Damn, I didn't think
literally
about
the
that.
entire time skip after Fishman. Law has been with us.
Same with Kinemon and Momo.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
But now Kid is seemed to be going in the same direction as Luffy. Do we think that Kid is like,
No, they're not going in the same direction anymore because Kid won the rock paper scissors.
Yeah, there's like
right. So Kid is going straight I don't remember the directions, bro.
I think Kid gets the middle.
He gets the middle, yes.
Yeah.
And then Law is going northeast, and then Luffy is going southeast, the most opposite direction. Luffy's going towards the Calm Belt.
Yeah.
And then Kid's going in the middle, and then Law's going like towards the final island and whatnot.
Yeah. So I guess we could talk about this actually, since we're talking about them leaving. Is that they gave Kid two poneglyph, the one that Kaido has. So do you guys think that like Luffy shared do you guys think Luffy has all three, and then Kid and Law have the two that they have? Like Law has he has the Zou one and the Kaido one, and Kid for sure has the
Big Mom one
and the Kaido one.
Yeah.
So they're missing the opposite one. Law is missing Big Mom's and Kid is missing Zou. Like I feel like that's like a terrible loss, because when are they gonna go get them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless Law did some sneaky shit and still took a copy of the Big Mom one from.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I think it would just be easier to kind of just assume that Luffy gave them what they don't got. I think, because they're not going to backtrack. I can't see them backtracking.
Exactly. Well, actually, the point of the thing is to backtrack though, because you get the Lone Star and then they tell you about the real point of this.
Oh, right, because Luffy, I forgot Luffy.
They cheated,
Law, wait, Law was with them. Law was with them. So Kid would be technically, if he don't know about that, he would technically be the only one to backtrack. But
yeah,
like the way Oda is portraying it here, it's like they're on equal footing. So I don't know if that's the case. That's why
so
I feel like
that's part of the conversation. So like you think that Luffy that they all like gave each other the ones that they need.
Yeah, I honestly think that, because like I said, there's no reason for these statements of like, what's his name? Like what Killer said, it looks like, we're doing like what did he say? If we want to stay ahead of the scramble for One Piece, we ought to get serious about that guy, whatever. And then the flame, and then it was like, you don't know? I guess we're a step ahead of you, ha. Oh fuck! Wait a minute!
Oh shit!
Oh no! Wait,
brain
is this
cogs
what we?
Is turning.
Yeah! Oh no!
Talk to us, bro. Talk to us.
Oh shit! Is this do we get an introduction to Scopper Kaban here?
My man mentioned in the chat, I think it was either Sky Sanji. Yeah, Sky Sanji mentioned it, because this is the thing people were talking about with the man with the burn scar, or man marked by flames, is that it could be everyone says every time there's someone important in the story, oh, it's Copper Gaban, the third member of the Roger crew, right? The guy with the two, I think he's two-handed swords or whatever, and the long ponytail. So people think it's him that's a man marked with flames. But why did it come up right now with what you said? I'm kind of curious.
Who the hell is that?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like what?
Y'all don't know Scopper Caban?
Yeah, I don't know Scopper Caban. I'm tired of niggas, bro. Niggas will name the most third.
No, you can't do this. You can't say this, bro. You can't. You know, I'm sure you know fucking what's that nigga's name? Fucking Diamond Josie. You know that nigga.
I do know that.
But you don't know. Wait, sorry, you don't know Diamond Josie?
I do know. I'm saying I do know Diamond Josie.
Exactly, and that's like a fourth member of this nigga Viper's crew, but you don't know the third member of the King of the Pirates. I think that's on you, bro. I'm just saying.
Wait, of Roger's crew?
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
Yes,
Oh, he's the one with the two axes.
Yeah. I'll send a picture. I'll send a picture to the.
Please do, bro.
Because the reason
when was he fucking?
He was in the flashback, bro.
He was in the flashback when they fought.
Oh my god, bro! You're talking about this random dude from the flashback.
No, you're not calling him random,
bro.
He's a commander in Gold Roger's crew.
Oh my god!
Come on, guys, y'all gotta step it up, man.
I'm with Kelly on this one.
Bro, this is crazy, bro. Bro, this is crazy, bro.
Just take the L, bro.
Callie, no. Like,
take the L.
Who the fuck is this nigga?
Oh my god, that's
Yo,
crazy, bro.
No way, bro. I'm in shambles right now.
Okay. So the reason why my brain went there after reading that and stuff is because, like, the thing is that this is like the way you would introduce like a legendary figure or like some type of like very, very, very important character. Like I said, my gut was telling me Vegapunk before, but now I feel like it might be Scopper Caban just because that face that Law has reminds me of that same exact like tiered like expression that him and Kid had when they first saw Rayleigh. Like that, and maybe Kid met Scopper Caban in the time skip, during the time skip at some point, and maybe Law knew about him too. But that's why Law has a very similar expression to back then when Rayleigh was introduced and he knocked everyone out with Conqueror's Hockey. Like that reminds me of that face. Like it's someone very important, and the fact that Kid was like, "Oh, you don't know who that is?" Like he's smirking, like, "Oh, you don't know?" Because like I don't know. It feels leading. It feels like a very leading thing.
It feels leading, but does he have a scar somewhere? Unless I'm missing something. I don't think
that's what I'm asking.
It's still a gut. It's still a gut react. It's still a gut reaction. But the thing is that like I said, I don't have any concrete evidence of this. This is still a gut reaction, but it's just a feeling, bro. Because the room, the air, the way everyone's reacting, it makes
the vibes are immaculate.
Yeah, the vibes make me feel like the vibes make me feel like this is Scopper Caban.
And another thing, something actually again, Sky Sanji said in the chat was that so they're like Roger. He's saying, I'll just read exactly what he said. Theory was Roger put people on different parts of the world. I guess it means important parts of the Grand Line. Crocus is when you get into Reverse Mountain at the beginning of the Grand Line. Rayleigh's halfway through the Grand Line in the beginning of the New World. And maybe to get to the end, you need someone else in Roger's crew, aka it would only be Scopper Caban, who is the third fucking member, to maybe help you out in some sense. Because that would really be important for the One Piece. Like you need, and that would also explain why there's no leads. Because the Marines and the real government have been looking for niggas on Roger's crew to smoke them the whole time. Right. So it would make sense that they're laying low and maybe helping a few pirates or for like some sort of test or favor. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If anyone would be laying low or someone would be extremely hard to find, it would be a member of the Roger Pirate.
Yeah, and it would make sense as to why they have some sort of link to One Piece.
Yeah, exactly. That makes perfect. That's another reason why it makes perfect sense. Like if you got the poneglyphs and you know someone, I mean, it's probably Scopper Caban. Like I feel like that's who it is.
Because what's his name? Crocus tells you about the log poles, right? He tells you, this and that. That's how it works. The Grand Line is different, my nigga. So imagine Scopper Caban is like, all right, this last part of the Grand Line, y'all really gonna need to step it up. You know, something like that.
Like if you think about it, all of them are at checkpoints. Like
Crocus was in the beginning. Really was the halfway point, and then Caban would be like end game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get down with that. I still do not remember this nigga, but I can get down with that.
Come on, Callie, no.
No, I'm with Kelly on this one.
He was shown a lot more in the actual anime.
The anime,
versus the manga. So he had like a fight scene in the anime
when Whitebeard's crew was fighting Roger's crew, and he was teeing up with Jozu. No, he was teeing up with Blackbeard. Actually, he was teeing up with Teach.
Word?
Yeah, I think he was teeing up with Teach.
Yeah. Damn, that's kind of impressive from young. Wait,
Well,
wasn't
Marco went against Rayleigh, right?
Yeah,
Marco
that was when
Marco
Rayleigh stopped
against
with the one
Rayleigh.
finger.
Oh yeah, Rayleigh
that.
messed him up. But I remember when I don't know if it was Rayleigh or Gabon who, when Odin came to attack Roger, one of them was like, "Yo, let me handle it," and the Roger's
It
like,
was
"Nope."
both of them. It was
both of them. Okay, yeah, because
they
he was
were
there.
both. They were side by. They were menacingly looking at Odin side by
Was
side.
that anime?
Like, we'll take.
Was that anime only? Was that anime only?
No, that was in the manga as well.
You sure?
Yeah, I remember that. That was in the manga because I was.
I gotta read this fucking flashback again.
In fact, I think I was looking over it just recently because I was looking for like something due to power scaling. So, but it was real early. It was a 9. What was this? Because this was what 96. That was 964. I think it was 966. Was it? Yep, 966.
Yeah.
And look, right here, boom. They were both side by side, ready to fuck up Odin. Like, yeah, it was 966. I want to go check that real quick. But
There you go, like someone who would be like, "Yo, let me run with Odin." Come on, y'all don't remember that, Cali, Mister? Come on.
Absolutely not.
I can't believe I don't remember that. But
no, actually, I can believe it. But like, come on.
Yeah, like I can believe it too. But
I'll come with
Scopper, Caban, and Rayleigh are the left and right.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Of the Pirate King. So
yeah, but the truth of it is they really didn't get enough shine compared to the other members. So I actually do kind of get like, because these guys read it a minute ago. They like, or at least I know Mr. read it a minute ago. Callie, you caught up maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, pardon me.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I get it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna allow y'all.
I appreciate that.
So y'all get it. Yeah, y'all get it passed. Y'all get it passed.
But yeah, that's I didn't even think about that. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think it might be Scopper Caban. I'm now like leaning more towards that. But what I wanted to ask y'all, right? So 2 things. One, we didn't go over the cover story, right? The Katakuri, so Katakuri, my man's is in action and he's attacking the Germa. So do we think that, I mean, Katakuri alone can sweep them, but like there's Oven too. So are we getting more characters jumping into that?
Oh, this is bust ass. Oh yeah, this is bust ass. If it's just these 4, they're not fighting these niggas.
Yeah, no, this is free real estate for
This is
Katakuri.
free smoke. Yeah, this is free smoke.
They even look like they're fleeing.
He fucked up. Didn't Katakuri fuck up Ichiji?
Yeah,
the red one? He gave him the work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like, but the thing is that they ran the siblings ran up on Caesar in one of the previous ones, right? So they could maybe like cooperate to escape somehow. I know Caesar's a fucking scrub, but he doesn't have that bullshit ability to like cut the oxygen, right? If you're not ready, so
It's true.
he
I don't know. To me, it looks like Yonji's like trying to run away though, like from his body.
I mean, he looks kind of shook, like, oh shit, these niggas right here. You know?
He's like, oh fuck. Like,
yeah, he's a bitch.
I mean, well, Ichiji's like trying to stop him, maybe trying to tell him something. I don't know. Like,
that's not a bad guess. I also think another thing is that we talked about it like on all the other episodes when we talked about the cover stories.
Jake Witt said that Germa aren't weak. All 4 of them together are way different than a solo fight. That is true.
I agree.
Oven plus Katakuri, like I don't know.
I was gonna say just Oven.
Like if it was just Oven, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Katakuri, I don't think that they will win, but they could get away potentially if it was just Katakuri. But with both of them, I don't know. And then the way this panel looks,
I was gonna say the framing and like the perspective.
I gotta turn my webcam off. The camera's making my phone like mad hot.
It's all good, bro.
No worries.
You're all good. But like I don't know, because this panel looks very perspective, grand. Oh, you're taking on more than you can chew type.
Yeah.
Piano.
I 100% think that somebody has to come in and save them, or they're getting one.
And like we said, like in the previous cover stories, is that he keeps going out of the way to show the moon shoes of the Germa people.
Yep.
So those 2 people that were walking in invading, like, I mean, it could obviously be one of them, the two of them that came.
Yeah.
But it might also not be, right?
Yeah. And then they show up here.
It still could be like maybe 2 members of the Blackbeard Power or someone else invading or whatever.
I
It
can
could
definitely
be.
see them popping up at some point because I really don't see how they're gonna get out of this one.
Yeah.
Or like Callie and you say YHuss, maybe something with Caesar, some type of plan, not some type of direct confrontation, but some type of BS plan. Yeah, I don't think no one's like dying. I don't think
What does
that
that
they're
word
gonna
mean?
die.
Oda's never heard of that word unless it's a flashback.
Oh,
Imagine
Pedro
somebody
died,
dying in
right?
One
Alright,
Piece.
yeah, put some respect, yo. Pedro
Or
died.
your name is Ace.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Ace or Pedro. Or,
Asa
yeah.
Pedro, what was that? What's
Or,
that?
yeah,
Like two for 1,000 characters, bro. Like,
But yeah, I think that someone's gonna jump in. But I'm happy to see my man Katakuri's in action now.
Facts.
I'm happy.
We haven't seen him in a minute, actually. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen him in a long time.
100%.
And then one last thing I wanted to ask y'all, because I feel like we're about to wrap up soon. So I was thinking about this, right? I really want to know y'all answer. So if Buggy's crew, assuming that it's real about Mihawk and Crocodile, if they who has the stronger crew? Buggy's crew right now or Luffy's crew?
What? Is that a question? All right, it's time to end. Thank you
No,
guys for tuning in.
no.
Appreciate you guys.
I
I'm
wanted
really
to
mad
know.
you asked me
Cut it,
that
Callie,
question.
cut it,
That
Callie,
shit just
cut
got me
it, Callie,
tight,
cut it,
bro.
Callie.
That's it.
Cut it,
Wait,
Callie.
what?
No, I said assuming that it's true.
Bro,
Assuming
even with Crocodile and Mihawk, that nigga, they are not touching the Straw
Bro,
Hats.
that's
Like,
Monkey
just
D.
not even
Luffy,
close.
bro. That's
Leave-
Monkey D.
leave-
Luffy,
Leave
bro.
Crocodile to maybe, I don't know, some
Bro,
fourth
Frankie
member.
could fall that nigga.
Yo, we should
Not-
just call
wait,
Mod just
okay,
Buggy
look,
Mod.
okay,
You gotta get rid of the straw hat.
Chill.
You know,
Mr. Disrespectful.
me could pop a fucking water egg and take out Crocodile, bro. I don't.
Final Awakening Mod.
Wow. Okay. So the reason why I asked that is I think there's a legit, because people were talking about like, you know, the discourse about Crocodile has always been like, and I think even Oda said this himself that he introduced Crocodile too early, or he feels like he introduced
It's like
him
he's
early.
like way stronger than he got to show off.
Right.
Yeah, because he's probably way stronger than we thought, and people have been coming up with like theories to justify, like why Croc is still like significant and stuff like that in terms of power, and he's not like, you know, his tier of power doesn't just stop at Alabasta Luffy, fighting him. Which one of those is that like, because I keep seeing this thing where like Crocodile knows hockey, and I don't know where people are getting that from. I don't know where that was confirmed. I was looking on the internet, but they were saying that like Crocodile, like even Tekken 101 said, and he's like the biggest information guy. He said that Croc has hockey. I'm like, where?
Yeah, I think that's the difference. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. And then on top of that, he had like you know, portrayal like even fights with like Doflamingo and all that other stuff. And then on top of that, he was like kind of fucking up people in Marineford, only to get handled by like, you know, top tiers. And then he was the only like top tier that was like moving around freely while everyone else was kind of getting handled and stuff. Like no one like really restrained Crocodile. So he's like, so there's that like argument. It's really hard sometimes to place where Crocodile is. It's weird. But so considering that, plus Mihawk,
You're still bugging. You're still bugging.
Okay. All right.
Because bro, assuming he got mad stronger, I'm not gonna lie, he's not touching like the top 5, including Yamato.
Yeah.
Not even.
Nigga, Yamato, holy shit. If Yamato joins too, are you kidding me?
Hold on. Jinbei literally controls the fucking water.
Oh,
He will one tap Crocodile.
No, yeah, Jinbei
literally
is literally just type weaknesses, bro. Type disadvantage.
Yeah.
You gotta hold that.
So if assuming Mihawk is carrying Buggy's crew, y'all still
Nigga,
think
Mihawk
Because
is
yo,
not
yo,
beating
yo,
all
yo,
9 Straw Hats,
Because,
bro.
yo, he
All
not
10
even
Straw Hats.
him and Luffy is a good fight. Luffy definitely Yonko level. You throw in my nigga Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, Yamato. Come on, bro.
It's not even close, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, you are.
This is not the hill to die on, Mod.
Wait. Let me ask y'all this. If replace Mihawk with Shanks.
I was
my
saying
God.
the same
That's-
thing.
Is it still the same thing?
Yes,
I
they
think-
would
I-
watch this nigga.
I think it's just a numbers game.
It's
It's
just a numbers game.
game.
It's literally a numbers game.
I
It's
don't
literally a
know,
numbers game.
man. I don't know. It's kind of looking hard. It's kind of looking hard.
Nah, you bugging,
Wow.
bro. You bugging.
Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna
was
lie.
gonna die on this hill.
You-
Yo.
You
That's
thought
the
when he
awakening,
said
bro.
you thought when he said Shanks, I was gonna be like, oh no, never that. No, bro, it's the same thing.
No. I just didn't think that you would still like be like, oh yeah, definitively it's Straw Hat season.
Bro, it's
Like,
just
It's
the
just-
numbers.
it's just a numbers
bro.
thing,
It's the
bro. It's a
numbers.
numbers thing.
Buggy is irrelevant no matter what two people you put on that. So it's literally 2v10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got to be a
2v10.
really strong fucking 2 to have to fucking deal with those 10. You know what I'm saying? And then Crocodile automatically being one of them with Jinbei on the Straw Hats automatically eliminates Crocodile. So it's
Yep.
literally 1v10 at that point. 1v9 if you want to give it to Jinbei holding on Crocodile while everybody else fights
That's what
me
I'm
off.
saying.
So
Hold
like
on,
at
but
that
wait,
point, like what are you really
wait,
doing, bro?
Wait, hold up. The thing is
Queen is
that
saying this.
I could make an argument for Crocodile though, because Crocodile has proven that he can, use his devil fruit to suck moisture, suck water. He even said to Luffy, "You think, because like my weakness is water, you don't think I accounted for that?"
Bro, he
Usually
said that
strong
and then
devil-
got punched in the fucking face, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
literally,
but,
bro.
but that's because he didn't take into account the blood, and it was
but you got-
usually the battle of wills, like Luffy outwilled him. and
You are stretching mighty hard, my brother. You are stretching me.
Making a storm
coping
would
I'm
smoke fucking
coping nothing.
Crocodile.
Plus,
bro.
on top of that, Crocodile is possible that Crocodile, because some people I heard that they were saying like how he took the moisture and took the rain away from Alabasta was like his devil fruit awakening or whatever. If that's a thing where he could just take water away from everything, then I mean that. I don't know. That's
And then you got Nami who can make a storm, just like boom. Oh, here you go, Jinbei. Some
Bro,
rainwater.
you doing the shot
like-
so
but
you doing
hey,
the
but
shot
hey.
so dirty right now, bro.
But hey, you got Mihawk running point guard, so I don't know.
You telling me that Zoro's not gonna step up at that moment? Zoro's taking out
That was
Mihawk.
good.
You
then
got
and there,
Mihawk
that's it.
running point guard. You got
No, I'm
like,
saying, Mister, like that's you bugging, bro.
Next
You're
time
right, come on.
Zoro meets Mihawk, it's on site. It's over. Like that's
Alright,
the fight.
wait,
There's no more-
actually, real quick, that just made me think of something real quick because we gotta end it because I'm looking getting tired. But last thing, because that just made me think: is Zoro on Mihawk's level right now?
No,
I think he's getting there.
No. Is he on his level right now?
No, not right now.
Okay.
Then why were y'all wait? Then why were y'all using Zoro in that argument? I don't
Because it's
get
numbers. Because it's Zoro.
At that
it's Zoro.
moment, Zoro's
Come
gonna
on,
step up
bro.
to
No,
that
it's
level
not
and
even,
beat him.
bro. It's
because
not even that. It's a numbers game. It's Zoro plus Sanji, Jinbei, Yamato, Frankie,
Yeah.
Chopper, Usopp, Nami. Like, bro, what are you doing? What
So
are you doing?
you saying the combined forces of the Straw Hats right now could overwhelm Mihawk?
Yes,
Yes.
without a doubt,
This
undoubtedly.
nigga,
Maybe.
bro. It's just how it
Maybe.
is.
I don't know.
He's dying on this
I
hill.
don't know.
Nah.
I don't know. Mihawk has an air about him.
Remember this, chat. Remember this, y'all.
I don't think they're at that level yet.
I respect
This might be
it.
one of the craziest things someone said on this fucking. This might be crazier. This might be
saying.
crazier than the scar like opening up the poneglyph, bro. No cap, bro.
Oh god.
Nah, you know what?
Super
We
good
gotta
manga.
ask Twitter about that tomorrow. We're gonna ask Twitter on the Strawhat Sitdown Twitter, who would win in a fight between Cross Guild and the Straw Hats.
Oof.
Definitely gotta
Because
see
I
what
mean,
people think about
I
that.
feel like low key that they're setting up for something because Zoro has to meet up with Mihawk eventually, and
Yeah, of course.
that could be something. Buggy has always been an antagonist to Luffy in some shape or form. Maybe there could be an alliance of some type like before, but I feel like there's a confrontation there because that's technically all three of them have been antagonists to Luffy. All three of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So we might get that at some point, a confrontation between Cross Guild versus Straw Hats.
Yeah. We'll definitely see. We'll see. Let's call it here, though, guys. We've definitely been going for a while.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody that hung out the stream today. Shout out to everybody listening on Apple Music, Podcast, Spotify, Podcast, Podbean, YouTube, etc., etc. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys come to these streams every now and then. Twitch.tv/CaliMac. So you can tune in on these discussions live and give your input on the wacky shit some of us be saying.
You
feel me?
YouTube, bro.
I'm definitely included in that.
I definitely want to shout out the chat. Was mad active today.
Yes, much love to everybody in here talking,
Jake,
giving us your theories.
Yo.
Yo. Yep. Much love, guys. All right, so that's episode 31. We are on break week next week. Make sure you guys follow the Twitter at Strawhat Sitdown to get updates on the stream. If we do it this week or not, what we're gonna do, follow the Twitter for all those updates. All right. Yeah, that's it. Till next time, guys. Take it easy, be safe, be healthy. We appreciate y'all. We will see y'all when we see y'all. Peace, peace, peace.
Peace.
Later.
Later.
Peace. Hope you episode.